Today you are visiting Mariefred. This Swedish steamboat was constructed 1903 and it resumes its regular traffic since the same year. So this boat has been running for 118 years and still uses the same steam engine. And as you can see, it's a beautiful old steamboat and the metal on the boat is original, but it has burned down 2 times and has been reconstructed inside. However, the machinery and the metal parts are intact. And it's rebuilt in the same style, so it basically hasn't changed during 118 years, which is quite fantastic. This is a steamboat, which was the standard type of engine before the diesel engine. We are boiling water here with coal, which you can see the guys putting in coal in the boiler. Then the water is boiled and the steam pressure is built up. We can measure the pressure with the gauges here. Then the steam pressure is putting the piston down. The first piston is pushed down and then it's redirected with a little lever. And after that, the steam pressure puts the piston up again. But this goes quite fast, as you might understand. And then the leftover pressure from this first piston, and that's the switcher, and the leftover pressure goes to the second piston. The second piston has a larger area, which means it requires less high pressure to move. This is called the condenser engine. And here we can hear the sound of the engine. And this thing is a little bearing to stabilize the axle. And this is the second piston, and right behind here we can see water pumps. Because we are condensing the water down. And this is the switcher. You can see that switches the steam pressure back and forth, so it can push and then drag the piston up and down again, as well as the other one. And we have some integrated systems to oil it, and we also reuse the water. So basically, it's called a condenser engine. It uses several steps and it condenses the water down to fluid form again. So thus, in a steam engine like this, we don't let out any steam clouds like old locomotives can do. And it's a really beautiful ride, and it's really silent. A steamboat is a beautiful ride. It almost feels like riding some type of electric vehicle, because you would imagine they being kind of loud, but they are not. Riding a steamboat is a very relaxing and peaceful experience. I'm so much impressed over the elegance and complexity of old machines. We really think we are doing advanced stuff today, but man, the folks 100 years ago, 120, 150 years ago, they were doing really advanced stuff too. It's quite amazing. And there we have a little sailing boat, which is also a cool technology, but steamboat is really something else. It has a certain feeling. This steamboat usually also has serving of food and dinner and stuff like that. So if you go to Stockholm, I would highly recommend you taking a ride with a steamboat. It's really another type of experience if you've never done it before. And you might even be able to go down into the machine room and, well, look at the engine. And there is where people eat dinner. So we are going to dock to a little place so we can go to land. And the steamboat isn't very fast, it should be said. It's kind of a slow ride, but of course much faster than a sailing boat. The thing that's really beautiful with it though is that it's kind of very silent. You don't get disturbed by the engine noise. It's very little, but you hear it, but it's very little. You can feel it through the metal hull, so it really feels like the boat is kind of alive. It's really something. And there we have a castle, very beautiful. All right, so it's like a living machine. And it's not disturbing. Like a diesel boat can sometimes be a little bit annoying with the vibrations and sign, and the steam engine has a type of vibration, but it's really not the same. It's a special experience. It's really cool. And of course, I don't know about you, but I just love this old technology feeling. And there we go. And a guy is jumping aboard to kind of control the boat a little bit. And there it stands, waiting for people to board. And here we can see the coal burning. If you ever get a chance, I would recommend you to go with a steamboat ride sometime in the future, if you do enjoy old steamboats. Here we have the back of the rudder, and here there's the rudder control with wires and stuff, very cool, and the boat is saying goodbye. And this is Gmodism signing out.